Hey, welcome back to Castle Kitchen, episode 2. Today we're going to be making meatloaf. And since it was Valentine's this past Thursday, we're going to make it into a little heart shape and, be kind of cute with it, even though, of course, we're still in this haunted castle, so, whatever. Producers come up with this stuff, they just tell me, hey, wouldn't this be a nice idea? And then sure, I'll make this idea, but whatever. Of course, I could always add an actual human heart to it. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? We could go back to that movie, My Bloody Valentine. That was fun. But, we're gonna make some nice meatloaf, the way I would normally like to make meatloaf. You can make it the way I make it, or you can do it your way. It doesn't matter. So, hey, this is for all you who want to learn how to make meatloaf, or any of these other recipes we're going to be making. So, there's that. Anyway, let's get going and go ahead and make this meatloaf on this new episode. So, let's get going, I guess, or not. It really depends if you want to. Just follow me. Alright, now that you stalked me over here, these are going to be our ingredients to make meatloaf. We're going to need ground beef, we're going to need ground pork, we're going to need bacon, so those are your meats. We're also going to need some fairy dust, sugar, sawdust, stinky rose, sneezing powder, black poison, boiled milk, coward's liver puree, puppy heart puree, and an egg. And yes, this is a chicken egg. So, and they wanted me to be sure to tell you it's a chicken egg and it's big hoopla, whatever. I mean, come on, you use chicken eggs in witch spells, so, you crack an egg and then you get able to tell the future and all that. You've seen the movie, what was it? Oh, I know, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. You see, anyway. Those are our ingredients, and then we're going to put it right into that bowl over there, mix everything up together, and make a meatloaf. Now, all of these is not going to go into the meat itself, just to clarify. The mustard, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, and brown sugar is for the sauce. It's going to coat the outside layer. That's going to be phase 2 of our meatloaf making process. The rest of it, you're going to mix into the meat itself. Alright, so we're going to take these ingredients that we just discussed not too long ago, and we're going to put it into this bowl right here. Right now we're going to need a cup of sawdust crumbs, a cup of boiled milk, then we're going to need a tablespoon of stinky rose, and then we're going to need half a teaspoon, I should correct myself. I misspoke. Yes, I misspoke. I can do that. Of sneezing powder. And then we're going to add the all-important egg. Now, obviously, like before, I like to be precise about my measurements. And then we're going to first do the dry ingredients and then the wet ingredients. So that being the milk and the egg. Now, this time, we're going to just put all of these into the bowl, and I already washed my hands like before. We don't need to show that again, thank goodness. And anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start doing this and get through with it, and you can start calling me, the Phantom Chef if you want. You already know me as the Phantom, the host of the show, so I mean, if you want to call me that, fine, okay, that's a little like an add-on, but hey, it is what it is, I'm cooking for you people.
And I'm just going to give this a little shake right now and just blend everything together. There we go. Nicely even blended. And there we go, we added our milk and eggs now. Now we just blend all this together. And then we'll add our meats. Alright, now that we mixed everything up, now we're going to put our meats in here. We're going to put on our glove. And we're going to grab exactly half a pound of AKA pork. What really this is though is brain matter. So that's my favorite personal delicacy is human brain matter. May sound a little Hannibal Lecter, but who cares? And then we're gonna use exactly 1 pound of bovine beef. So we're gonna put it. There we go. So add some of this red meat to this. There we go. Now we're just going to take this, mix it. There we are. Everything nicely blended. I like to do this by hand. If you don't want to get personal with your meat, you can just put this in a blender if you have one. I'm not talking about a little blender with the blades in it. I'm talking about an actually mixing bowl with a little blending spatula, or you could just get a spatula yourself and mix it by hand that way if you want. If you're not into this whole hands-on thing. There we are. Nicely all blended together. Alright, now we're gonna... Wait a minute. Hey, you can't see anything from over there. What are you doing all the way over there? Get over here. We're gonna put the meatloaf into the pan. Actually, I should correct myself. It's not a pan. It's actually it's a glass dish. We're gonna put the meatloaf into the glass dish and make it into that heart shape. So get over here. What do you... Just get over here. Alright. I'm gonna take our meat, and usually we make this into a loaf shape. Hence the name Meatloaf. And just make sure we get all the little pieces in here. There we are. Now, normally when you shape this, you know, it's about making it into this kind of shape right here. Kind of pat it around, and so you get that nice little bread loaf shape. There you are. That's generally how you make meatloaf. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to instead make this into a heart shape. So that's what we're going to do different now. We're going to flatten it a little bit. Make this into our little point right here. Spread that meat out that way. Bunch it all up here. And we're going to get this crease
sure this is not too close to the edge of the dish here. It'll be hard to cut later. There you go. One heart-shaped meatloaf. Now we're gonna make the sauce. Coat this. It's not too difficult. Anyone could pretty much do this, and you don't have to worry about greasing the the dish. It's gonna get plenty of fat from the meat, so it's not gonna really stick to anything. So you don't have to worry about that too much. So let's go ahead and make this sauce to coat this with, and slap it right in the oven. Alright, so we're on to phase 2, and we're gonna make our sauce. We're gonna need 1/3 cup puppy heart puree, ketchup, 1 tablespoon of coward's liver puree, 2 tablespoons of fairy dust, sugar, and we're gonna need 1 teaspoon of black poison. We're gonna all put it nicely into this little bowl here. Now what you want to do is you want to give this a good mixing. Make sure everything's well blended. There you go. Now it's turning into a nice dark red. Kind of like blood. And if you want to be more tasteful, you could say it's like barbecue sauce, but what's the fun in that? It's a horror show. We gotta have blood on here somewhere. There we go. Alright, let's take our sauce here and evenly coat this. Want to be sure to get this all in the little creases. Spread our blood-covered sauce for our brain matter and bovine beef, aka pork. According to what the producer says, they don't know I actually used real human brains. I don't want to say whose human brains, but somebody's. I know a certain doctor who was looking for brains. I'm not sure why. Said he was doing some kind of experiment or something about lightning. I don't know. I wasn't paying too much attention to him. Kind of got bored of the conversation real quick. There we go. Isn't that lovely looking? And trust me, you're gonna love this sauce. Probably gonna just want to eat the sauce yourself.
There you go. It's nicely even coated. Now we can add our bacon to this. Alright, we're gonna add our bacon now. We're gonna need a pair of scissors to cut off the extra fat. And again, this is the same bacon from last time, so of course it's from humans. I mean, this is like a part of the cannibal show almost. You know, we should probably invite the pygmies over from Brazil. That'd be great. We could go headhunting with them. We should do that for another episode sometime. Go headhunting with cannibals. That'd be fun. Well, anyway, let's get to cutting our bacon here. You want to grab your bacon and then just, like I said, cut off the extra fat. Now, what do I mean by extra fat? Well, you can see right here, this is extra marble right there, this fat. You don't need all of that. Just going to take a little bit, trim it off. There you go. The reason we trim this off is when it cooks in the oven, is that the pan is gonna fill up with, well, fat oils, of course. And we don't want to drown our meatloaf in fat oils. So this is why we're doing this. We're removing as much of the fat as possible. We're getting this thick cut of fat right off the bacon. Alright, as you see there, and that's how we're gonna line our bacon. Just going to take each one of these and just snip off the fat, like I already instructed. Little snip, snip. That is gone. Go. We're gonna line the entire outside layer of this meatloaf. As much bacon as possible. Go. And one more strip should do it. And you and your lover can enjoy a nice tasty piece of meatloaf. Of course, post Valentine's, but if you continue to wish to celebrate this weekend, since I assume most of you work during the week, it can be very difficult. You can even do this to impress your girlfriend if you want. Wife, whatever. There you go. Simple as that. Alright, we set our oven to 350. And then we're going to put in right over here. Put it in for 75 minutes. And of course it's giving me an error because it wants to put it in at an hour and 15. We're gonna start now. Oh, so complicated. Alright. So we're gonna pop open our oven here. We're gonna pick up our meatloaf. Meatloaf. Bam. Middle rack right there. Close this up. We're just gonna wait now. Just got to wait. Time is slipping slowly. And there you go. Perfectly cooked meatloaf. Ready to be served to your loved one after a splendid Valentine, we hope. Finished product. Nicely served. Now you could serve this with veggies. You could serve this with some potatoes. You could even add into your meatloaf if you wish. You could add cheese or you could add some jalapenos. Whatever you desire.
And I hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll see you again next week. And make something special again, huh? Why not? Should be fun.